bought a new drone, DJI Mini 2, and I just wanted to make this video to compare it to the Parrot Anafi that I currently have. So in this video I'm going to compare the two drones. You'll see some video shots of them flying the same route so you can compare. I've taken a couple stills as well, just so you can see the difference if you were interested in getting the Mini or the Parrot, which one you might want to go for. I'm doing this demo video just right beside the River Foyle in Northern Ireland. In fact, this is Northern Ireland on this side, and on the other side is the Republic of Ireland. So it's sort of out of the way, there's not a lot of houses, so I thought I'd come down here and fly the drones and give you the demonstration of the two drones. So these are the two drones, the Parrot Anafi and the DJI Mini 2. They're relatively small, they're not that expensive. I think the Parrot Anafi is maybe a couple £100 more expensive than the DJI Mini 2. Some have better points than others, but yeah, hopefully I'll describe some of that in this video. The reason why I bought the DJI Mini, there was new laws that have been just passed this year that drones that are heavier than 2 kilograms, there's a lot more restrictions, and you have to take a training course to get a certain license so that you can fly it in certain areas, where the DJI Mini has less restrictions on it because it falls under the 2 kilograms. So I thought I'd give this a try to see if it basically allows me to film in more locations. It also means I don't have to take the training course to fly the drones that are heavier than the 2 kilograms. Now this one is the Parrot Anafi, which I've had for quite some time, and it's a really good drone. One thing I've noticed with this and the DJI Mini is it's still, this one, the Parrot Anafi, is a bit quieter when it's flying. The Mini's not that loud either, but I think the Parrot Anafi beats it in regards to the noise. Okay, so what can I say about these two? Parrot Anafi is slightly heavier. They're almost the same size when you fold them out. DJI Mini is slightly smaller. The camera in the Parrot Anafi is larger. It's a 21 megapixel where this is only 12 megapixel. But to be honest, I didn't notice that big of a difference. When you put them on the computer, both of them take raw photographs, so you can edit them on Lightroom or Photoshop. The Parrot Anafi has a lot more features to it. It's got follow me, it's got GPS tracking, where the DJI Mini, it's I think there's 1 or 2 small features on it, but it definitely lacks those features compared to the Parrot Anafi. DJI Mini is slightly noisier compared to the Parrot Anafi when you're flying it. There's 3-axis gimbal on the DJI Mini 2, where the Parrot Anafi only has 2. The benefit that the Parrot Anafi has is that it can actually look straight up. The camera can move completely up, with the DJI Mini you can't. Another feature about that camera, when you're flying fast with the Parrot Anafi, you actually don't see the rotors. They're far enough away, where if you go into sports mode or something in the DJI Mini, sometimes you can get a bit of the rotor in the picture. The Parrot Anafi, it does slightly better in wind compared to the DJI Mini 2. DJI Mini 2, the batteries actually last longer. It's just slightly longer. I think they're about 5 minutes longer than the Parrot Anafi. The Parrot Anafi folds a bit different than the DJI Mini 2. The sides just come in at it goes straight up like this. So it makes a sort of a long, when you fold it up, it's very long. Where the DJI Mini, I'll put this down here. The DJI Mini, the bits sort of fold up underneath, and it gets a lot more compact than the Parrot Anafi. So it folds down to something that size. Parrot Anafi. It's still a bit bulkier than the DJI Mini 2. But when you fold them out, they're almost the same size. The Parrot Anafi is slightly bigger, but when you fold them down, as you can tell here, the DJI Mini 2 is definitely smaller, and it fits in a nice smaller box. Okay, this is the Parrot Anafi in its box. I'll show you how it fits in there. It's just like that, really tall and long. And then the DJI Mini, I'll show you that. I bought this box on eBay. Again, it fits in there pretty good, pretty snug. And that's how that comes out. So the DJI Mini is definitely more compact. When I got the DJI Mini, it came with a carry bag, but I bought this case off the internet. It's just a little bit neater, and it was designed for the DJI Mini. And as you can see, the two different sizes. So you can see the difference when they're folded up. This one easily fits in your pocket, easier than this one. These are the two controllers for the two drones. The Parrot Anafi is a bit smaller and it's actually lighter. And then you got the DJI Mini 2 drone or controller, which is slightly bigger and a bit heavier. Well, this one you actually have a longer range because it's got the OcuSync, where this one is just using the Wi-Fi signal. So maybe there's reasons why this is a bit heavier is because of that. It could be that the battery lasts longer as well. This is the DJI Mini controller. You have your controller knobs at the bottom. You pop these out, you screw them in here, and it's sort of like the Parrot Anafi. The phone goes on the top, but this is all built in. So you put your phone there, it's spring loaded. Now the difference with this and the Parrot Anafi, it actually comes with a cable in it. It fits snugly in there. You put your phone on the top, and then you plug your phone in just like that. And as I showed in other videos, the way the Parrot Anafi works, you buy one of these cables, it plugs in the back, you flip that up, you put your phone in there, and that plugs into your phone, just like that. Here I want to compare the still photographs you can take from the drones. This is from the Parrot Anafi, which uses its 21 megapixel camera. As you can see, the details in the branches are very crisp compared to the DJI Mini in a second. You can also see that there's an orange tinge to these photos. Now this is the DJI Mini 2. You can see that there's more of a natural color compared to the Anafi, but if you look at the branches of the tree, it's not as clear because this is a 12 megapixel camera. This next section compares the video footage from each one of the drones. Each was taken at 4K 30 frames a second with default settings. No adjustments been done on the video. Have a look and see what you think. See if you can see any differences. Well, that's it for this video. If you're in the market for drones and you've narrowed them down to the Parrot Anafi or the DJI Mini 2, I hope the information that I've given you in this video helps you decide which one to go for. If I had to choose again, if there was no restrictions in law, I'd probably stick with the Parrot Anafi because it has more features, the GPS tracking, the follow me, the dolly zoom, those sort of things. I just find that very useful. But because of the legislation, it just means I can fly the DJI Mini in more places. So I will probably take the DJI Mini with me more often than I will the Parrot Anafi. It also is a lot smaller and it fits into my pocket compared to the other one. Plus it uses OcuSync. One of the issues I found with the Parrot Anafi, there is you can't get interference with the Wi-Fi if you're near houses and things like that where it picks up the Wi-Fi signal, where you don't really get that as much in the DJI Mini. So I hope this video helped. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, subscribe. So until next time, I will see you later.